Today I want to talk about an exploration-based RPG anime game that looks absolutely beautiful, known as Over the Seas. But as you guys can tell, this game looks absolutely amazing, and I want to go into more of the stuff we know about this game. But first thing I want to talk about is some of the stuff we don't know. This game is called an anime game, but they actually haven't said what animes are going to be involved with this game, or if it's just simply based off of animes and inspired by animes. They really haven't said. They really just haven't given us a lot of details on this game in general, but how I was able to figure out a lot of stuff is if you go in the channel they have called lore sneaks, which is basically they have like a lore or a story. I don't think it's a story based game, but there is a story element to it. But if you read it, they talk about healers, meaning it is a magic game for sure. And also they talk about giants, meaning there might be like a ton of races, maybe like giants, elves. We don't really know for sure, but basically it's a magic world. And we also do know it is element based, because if you go into sneaks, there is 2 elemental sneaks. There's fire arrows, which are on screen right now, and then there's also ice slash. And although these sneaks don't really tell us a lot, it really tells us what the game should look like, and that there's probably going to be, you know, lightning, sand, all the elements most likely. And we also know there is weapons. There is a dagger sneak, only one weapon that we've seen so far, but basically what I'm getting from all of these different sneaks is we're probably looking at, like, you know, like a Holy War X type of game, very typical magical world type of game, maybe like Arcane Odyssey without like the pirate part of it. And I do like those types of games, and if it does look as graphically good as it looks like it will look, I think it will be an amazing game. But as of today, the most things we have are a ton of map sneaks that I want to go over and look at with y'all. So here's the first sneak. This sneak clearly confirms there should be some sort of city aspect into this game. This city honestly gives me sort of like Leaf Village type of vibes from Naruto. Y'all can tell me what it reminds y'all of, but honestly I like it. I like all the effects with the flowers and the birds. And I don't know why there's a car sign up there. If y'all see that red sign, it looks like a car sign. So maybe there's like flying cars or something, or either I'm tripping or there's like flying cars in this game. So here's the next sneak, which is like some sort of like water plant. I think that's what it's called, like a dam sort of thing, where it's like water powered or something. I'm not really sure, I could be wrong, but what this really is showing me about this game is that there's a lot of diversity in the environment. Like, I don't think you're going to be in the same type of environment for very long. It looks like you're going to be constantly changing from one environment to another. So maybe you start out in the city and then go into the forest, and then it's kind of like maybe more dangerous in the forest, or maybe vice versa even. I assume the forest is going to be more dangerous just because in the lore it actually talks about that the forest is like, there was giants in the forest that hurt him. So I assume you'll be like exploring, and then there'll be giants and just a whole bunch of different monsters and stuff in the forest. Speaking of the forest though, here are the actual forest sneak peeks that we have seen. I don't know exactly how like there'll be giants or whatever roaming around here, but this does look graphically amazing. One of the best looking like games in general I've seen in terms of a map standpoint. Most games usually focus on moves and animation instead of map, but this game is really focusing on the actual core map before it actually works on the other stuff it looks like. I definitely like the water texture on the water. I don't know exactly how they do that, but I do know it is not very easy to get the water like that, because if you look at a lot of games, they actually use the default Roblox water texture. And this game clearly is already focusing on making good water texture, which is rare. A lot of games actually edit the water texture later. I've even seen like Grand Peace do this, and a lot of other games too. But here in this sneak peek, we got some sort of walking animation this sneak peek. It's a lot different from the other one. I don't think it's the real one, because no way people are going to be walking around like that, right? Let's be real here. Because this game look amazing, and if the walking animation looking like that, that's crazy. But also though, you can see the ocean. Doesn't that mean it's an island, right? Because I think if like you look at the circumference and like the atoms and neurons and stuff, like it doesn't have to be an island for you to see the ocean. But those are all the main sneak peeks we've seen so far in Over the Seas. I'm gonna be covering this game more later, and also I cover all type of Roblox games every day, and only 1% of you guys will subscribe, so I'd appreciate it if y'all would subscribe. Thank y'all.